Hey there, my name is Matt Kruger and I am a hospitable host. My wife and I own 11 properties, but we have been short-term rental hosts for about 3 years now. Although I would say that being a real estate investor is my full-time job, I also do content creation on TikTok and Instagram where I help train other people how to own, operate, and manage their short-term rentals. And today I have the privilege of showing you guys how to use Hospitable to upgrade your guest experience. I'm going to walk you guys through step by step on how to set up custom codes, how to utilize the Knowledge Hub, how to create AI-driven responses and automatic messages. Because for me, this has helped automate over 90% of my guest communication, and I think it's super important that you know how to do it. The first thing that I want you guys to do is navigate over to the guest experience section in Hospitable. Now, when you're in here, you're going to be able to see a general overview. This is going to show you all of your upcoming messages, your pending reviews, and your pending review replies. This is basically in order of when each of these are going to be sent to your guests. And don't worry if you don't see anything here, that's simply because you haven't set it up yet. But we're going to start out today by clicking on messaging rules. This is where you can set up all of your automatic messages that go out to each and every one of your guests. So for me personally, I have about a dozen different messages set up already for different types of circumstances and properties. For example, if I have somebody request to book with me, I have an automated message go to them immediately, letting them know that I will review their request and get back to them right away. This is set up automatically within the messaging rules. Additionally, I have a message set up to automatically go to the guest once they confirm their booking. I also have an automatic message set up 8 days prior to arrival, letting them know that we're looking forward to their stay. Then 2 days before arrival, giving them their check-in instructions. The day after arrival, asking them if they had a good check-in, seeing if they need anything. And then the night before they leave, I also send them a message with their check-out instructions. And then finally, I have another automatic message go to them 3 days after they leave, asking them to review the property. Now, in these messages, you're also going to see something called short codes. It explains it over on the left-hand side of the screen when you are setting up your message. To start using a short code, you simply type the %, and then it brings down an entire list of different options that you have to choose from. For example, for my new booking confirmation, I have the message read, "Hello, short code guest first name, and thank you for choosing to stay with us. We wanted to confirm your reservation at short code property name from short code check-in to short code check-out, total of short code nights for short code guests." So I know that was super funny for me to read out loud, but basically this is going to edit this message for every single reservation specific to the guest coming in and the property that they're staying at. Once you have that message all typed out, you then scroll down and you select the timing for when you want that message to send. I have that message sent immediately upon the booking confirmation. There's also a button there in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen that says Preview Message, which basically allows you to preview that message specific to one of your upcoming reservations. All right, so now that you guys have mastered your messaging rules, I'm going to take it one step further and talk to you guys about using custom codes. So again, you're going to go back to your guest experience tab and then you're going to click on custom codes. So to define custom codes the best that I know how, basically they allow you to completely customize your automated message based off of the specific situation. So for me personally, one of the things that I have it set up for is to automatically send a message to the guest offering them the night before their arrival if it's available, or the night after they're supposed to leave if it's available. Because Hospitable is syncing with all of my properties, it's also syncing with all of my calendars, so it knows if the night after a guest is checking out is still available. So I have a custom code that I named Night After is Still Available. And like I explained to you guys early in this video, I have an automated message sent to the guest the night before they check out. So the message says, "Also, if you have enjoyed your stay and you are not quite ready to head home yet, then you're in luck. It looks like tomorrow night is still available for booking. If you want to stay with us another day, we would love to offer it to you at a 20% discount. Please just let us know and we will do the rest." And then the condition I have set up is the night after checkout is available. So now that I have this custom code created, I can go back into my automated message. I can click on the message that I send the night before checkout and I can add it into that message. But here's the really cool part about it. It will only include this message into that automated message if the night after checkout is actually still available. I have been able to extend many of my guest stays because this custom code is automatically included into that automated message and offers them that extra night at a 20% discount. You can also create custom codes for if someone is traveling with their family, if they're traveling with a pet, if they're planning to check in differently at one property versus another property. There are many different reasons that you can create custom codes and uses for them. All right, so for the last thing on the list that I want to show you guys is how to use AI to respond to your guest questions automatically. So again, you're going to go back over to guest messaging, but then you're going to click on the icon that says questions. And under questions, you're going to see a list of a bunch of different things, such as detecting questions about air conditioning or airport or beach, bicycles, deposits, discounts, early check-ins, all of these things. But let me land on one of them here for you and show you how to do early check-ins. When I set this up, I have a message typed out that I put together so that way it sends that message whenever it detects that a guest is asking to check in early. You can also set up your timing to answer it automatically like an instant response, or to just generate the message for you so that way you can review it and determine if you want to send that message or not. And then lastly, you can also determine when that message is relevant, whether that's before the reservation, before the check-in, or while the guest is staying. But ultimately, these automated replies can help save you as a host a ton of time when you are communicating with your guests because you don't have to manually type out every single one of these responses every single time. The last part of these AI responses that I want to show to you guys is how to enhance them even further using the Knowledge Hub. For this part, we are going to unfortunately leave the guest experience tab that we have grown to know and love, and we are going to head on over to the properties tab. The first thing that I need you to do once you enter the Properties tab is click on the property that you're wanting to work on. And when you click on the property, I want you then to click on Knowledge Hub. Now you have to understand the Hospitable AI, although it's amazing, it only goes so far. It understands your calendar, your guest information, your host information, and your property. This way, when you are messaging a guest, there is that Suggest with AI feature located at the bottom of that message thread that you can click on, and Hospitable AI will generate a response based off of the conversation. But with the help of the Knowledge Hub, you're basically able to input more of your property's information into Hospitable so that way the AI can use that information and create a more relevant response for the guest. So here you're able to upload a PDF with a variety of different types of information. You can have instructions for operating things in the property, noise, pets, smoking policies, where to go out to eat nearby, stuff like checkout instructions, things like that. This entire process only takes about 1 minute to complete. It also generates 10 different types of questions that guests might ask during their stay that correlate with the information that you provided. All right, you guys, so I know that was a ton of information to take in all at one time about your guest experience, but I promise you that it is super useful. You want to get this stuff set up because for me, like I said, it helps automate about 90% of the communication that I have with guests on a day-to-day basis. This allows for you as a host to spend less time messaging your guests and more time optimizing your property, spending time with your family, and doing the things that you love. This is only one of the amazing features that Hospitable has to offer.